Have you ever looked at a small room in your home and felt like the walls were closing in on you, despite painting them a sterile, bright white to make the space look larger? It is one of the most common design traps we fall into, believing that small square footage demands blinding brightness. But what if the secret to making a compact home feel infinitely deeper, incredibly luxurious, and deeply comforting lay in the exact opposite direction? Today, we are breaking the rules and stepping into the shadows to explore the transformative magic of black interiors for real-world, everyday homes. To understand why dark colors work in tight quarters, we have to look at the psychological concept of cosmic depth, the way our brains perceive boundaries. Light colors bounce off surfaces, clearly defining where a wall begins and ends, which can accidentally highlight just how tiny a room actually is. Black, on the other hand, absorbs light and blurs the sharp lines of a room, causing the corners to visually recede into the distance. It creates a beautiful, protective cocoon effect that doesn't make you feel trapped, but rather safely enveloped, instantly calming the nervous system after a chaotic day. Before we step into the living room, I have a quick question for you, and I want you to be completely honest with me down in the comments. If you were to paint a room black in your house tomorrow, which room currently terrifies you the most to try it in? Is it your narrow entryway, your tiny powder room, or your main bedroom? Drop your answer below right now, because as we move into our first actual room transformation, you might just find that the exact space you are most afraid of is actually the one with the highest potential for greatness. Before you grab a roller, you need to understand that black is never just black, it is a living spectrum of undertones that dictates the mood of your entire space. A stark, blue-based charcoal can feel incredibly crisp and modern, but it risks looking cold if your home lacks natural light. For a small, real-world home, we want to look for warm, rich blacks with brown, amber, or deep green undertones. These subtle hues hold hands with the natural shadows of a room, creating an atmospheric warmth that feels expensive and intentional rather than gloomy. Imagine walking through your front door after a long, exhausting afternoon, leaving the noise of the outside world behind, and stepping into a living room wrapped in rich, matte black. Instead of looking flat, the room possesses an undeniable magnetic pull, instantly signaling to your brain that it is time to slow down and breathe. We are choosing a flawless matte finish for the main walls because it prevents harsh glare from bouncing off the surfaces, giving the room a velvety, high-end gallery feel. But walls are just the background, the real magic begins when we start layering what goes against them. In a small monochromatic space, texture acts as your substitute for color variety, preventing the design from looking like an empty void. Think about pairing that matte black wall with a plush, caramel-colored leather sofa that catches the light, or tossing a chunky, creme boucle throw blanket over an armchair. By introducing woven linens, raw timber grains, and brushed metals, your eyes are gently guided across the room, discovering new tactile details at every turn. This contrast adds immense visual weight and richness, ensuring the small living area feels expertly curated rather than dark and heavy. Before we continue, please like and subscribe to the Ikigriya channel. May all Ikigriya friends soon have their dream home. Lighting is the absolute lifeblood of a dark interior, and in a compact home, we must abandon the dreaded, sterile overhead ceiling light completely. Instead, we are going to sculpt the space using layers of warm, localized light placed at varying heights throughout the room. Picture a slender brass floor lamp casting a soft puddle of amber light in a corner, paired with a low-wattage table lamp illuminating a nearby bookshelf. This technique creates a beautiful dance of highlights and deep shadows, emphasizing the room's newfound depth and making the boundaries of the walls feel beautifully ambiguous. A major anxiety people have when painting a small room black is the fear that the ceiling will feel like it is crashing down upon them. The secret weapon to combat this is a design technique known as color-drenching, where you paint the walls, baseboards, trim, and the ceiling all the exact same shade of black. When the crown molding matches the wall, the visual break between where the wall ends and the ceiling begins completely vanishes. Your eyes can no longer measure the height of the room, creating an optical illusion of endless vertical space that makes low ceilings feel remarkably lofty. Now, I know some of you watching this right now might still be a little skeptical about painting your entire ceiling black, and that is completely valid. If you are sitting there thinking, there is absolutely no way I could pull this off in my home, or if you've actually tried color drenching before, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you think a black ceiling is a brilliant design secret, or does it feel like a step too far for your personal style? Let's start a debate below, because your feedback helps me tailor these design guides for real-world limitations. As we move into the home office, the psychological benefits of a dark palette take on a completely new, empowering meaning for your daily productivity. Bright, white offices can often cause optical fatigue and mental distraction because your eyes are constantly processing the reflective glare of the room. A deep charcoal or soft obsidian workspace absorbs the excess light, narrowing your visual focus directly onto your computer screen or desk. It creates a quiet, distraction-free sanctuary where your mind can finally settle into a state of deep flow, making your working hours feel remarkably serene. When selecting furniture for a small, black room, the silhouette of each piece becomes incredibly critical because every shape is silhouetted against the dark backdrop. We want to avoid heavy, blocky furniture that sits flat on the floor, as it will block the flow of light and make the layout feel cluttered. Instead, look for pieces with elevated, slender legs, like a mid-century modern coffee table or a floating credenza, that allow the flooring to extend underneath them. This clever trick keeps the floor plan feeling open and airy, letting light glide seamlessly across the room. Now, let us step together into what might be the most rewarding space to transform using this palette, the primary bedroom. We often think bedrooms need to be bright and airy to feel clean, but a bedroom's truest functional purpose is to promote deep, restorative rest. Wrapping your bedroom in a rich, velvety black creates an instant sensory wind-down experience the moment you cross the threshold. It mimics the natural rhythms of nightfall, signaling to your biological clock that it is safe to let go of the day's stress and drift into a peaceful sleep. To ensure our small home still feels alive during the bright daytime hours, we need to strategically introduce elements that bounce natural light without disrupting the moody aesthetic. Hanging a large, minimalist mirror directly opposite a window will capture the incoming daylight and throw it deep into the dark corners of the room. The mirror acts almost like a secondary window, reflecting the outdoor view and breaking up the solid dark walls with a dynamic slice of life. It provides a perfect balance, keeping the room grounded in mystery while still celebrating the sun. Even the smallest kitchens can be elevated into spaces of absolute luxury by embracing the understated elegance of dark, matte cabinetry. In a compact kitchen, glossy white surfaces can look clinical and easily reveal every splash, fingerprint, or imperfection from cooking. Matte black cabinets, especially when paired with a deeply veined soapstone or dark quartz countertop, create a seamless, sophisticated monolithic look. The cooking area transitions from a purely utilitarian workspace into an integrated, elegant piece of architectural furniture that elevates the entire vibe of the home. Look around this fully transformed space now, and notice how all of these carefully planned design elements have seamlessly come together to create harmony. The home no longer feels like a collection of tight, restricted rooms, but rather a cohesive, deeply atmospheric sanctuary that feels incredibly custom and intentional. The dark walls do not feel oppressive, instead, they serve as a stunning, dramatic stage that makes the human elements, your books, your plants, your life, vibrantly pop. It is proof that luxury is not about the amount of space you own, but how you command the atmosphere within it. Seeing a total transformation like this always makes me curious about the diverse styles of my viewers, so I want to pause and check in with you before we wrap up. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being absolutely never and 10 being I am buying the paint today, how likely are you to introduce a deep, moody black into your own small home layout after seeing these results? Tell me your score and the biggest takeaway you got from today's video in the comments, because I personally read and reply to as many of your design dilemmas as I can. journey into black interiors teaches us a profound lesson about the true nature of interior design and how we interact with our surroundings. Decorating a home is never merely about following rigid, outdated rules or trying to force a small space to mimic a massive, open-concept mansion. It is about understanding the emotional resonance of color and texture to craft a living experience that supports your mental well-being and daily comfort. When we stop fighting the smallness of our homes and instead lean into their natural intimacy, we unlock their truest, most beautiful potential. As we close our guide today, I want you to look at that small, forgotten room in your house with a completely fresh set of eyes. Are you ready to let go of the fear of dark colors and embrace the quiet, sophisticated power of a midnight palette? I would love to hear your thoughts, anxieties, or your own personal experiences with dark design choices down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to create a home that doesn't just look beautiful to the world, but feels beautiful to your soul. Thank you for spending time with me today. Remember that creating your dream home is a marathon, not a sprint. Enjoy every little change you make. If you enjoyed this aesthetic journey, let's stay connected. Subscribe to become part of the Ikigria community, and let us know what you think in the comments. See you in the next video, where we'll once again celebrate the beauty behind every door.